Hi guys, Knife Detector here. I hope you all are doing well, my friends. And today I have another knife video for you. And this knife video is going to start off with a huge thank you. My friend Stewart sent me another knife, guys. What we have here is an Okapi. And I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Okapi. And it's made in South Africa. You know, I haven't had any knives from South Africa, but this knife is very unique. If you examine the details a little closer, you'll begin to see that you more than likely have never seen another Okapi like this one. Check this out. First of all, as you know, Okapis are famous for having this type of spring right here. And this knife actually is extremely light. It is extremely light. I think it's only a couple of ounces. .1 ounces, guys. Can you believe that? 2.1 ounces. That is just crazy light for a knife. I mean, with a knife this light, you can carry it in your pocket when you're out working in your garden or working on the lawn or working on whatever you need, and this isn't gonna wear on you at all, the weight. It's not gonna bother you much as far as the weight goes because it just weighs 2.9 ounces. Now this is a special knife, guys, and let me tell you why. There is no other Okapi in the world like this one, you know. It's just like the saying goes from that famous movie, there are many like it, but this one is mine. Well, guess what? There's none like this one, and let me tell you why. Stewart Harvey customized this Okapi knife for me. He did a lot of custom work on it. Now, as you know, these Okapis, they just come with like a kind of a flimsy pin that goes right through here. And that pin is kind of narrow, and there's not a lot of mushrooming on the pin head. So what tends to happen is that it splits the wood. Well, Stewart put these brass spacers in here. He machined them and he put them in there to kind of give that pin a lot more support. And what that's going to do is that's going to extend the life of this handle. He also took off this pin, the spring, and he carefully sanded the handle, and then he put a nice stain on it, you know. Really appreciate all of that work. You know, that really makes this knife really special to me, guys. You know, this is a knife that if you were to buy it on eBay or something, you would probably pay like $5 or between $5 and $10. But you're never going to find one like this one. And that's because Stewart customized this one himself. And because of that, you know, it really means the world to me that someone would extend the effort to do something like that and send it to a friend is, I mean, it doesn't get better than that. So thank you so much, Stewart. I really appreciate this. Thank you for supporting my channel. You know, I've already taken this out, used it a couple of times. I have a tiny little garden where I have a jalapeno plant and stuff like that. I've done a little bit of pruning with it. You know, I thank you so much. You know, I can't thank you enough because, you know, it's things like this that reinforce, you know, my thinking that having a channel and spending the time doing these things, making these relationships with my friends on YouTube, that the feelings I have of friendship and camaraderie, that they are reciprocated. And I very much appreciate that, Stewart. Thank you so much. And even though I'm making this video today, I believe is September the 5th, it's probably about 11:30 p.m. You know, I have several videos that I make in advance. So thank you so much, Stewart. You're probably not going to see this for another week, but I appreciate it, partner. Check out what else he did. He reprofiled that blade. Look at that. Look at that edge, guys. Come on. I tell you what, Stewart really knows what he's doing. You know, and those brass spacers that he put on there, I mean, that just looks awesome. That's going to extend the life of this knife, you know. In case you didn't know, you know, these knives are pretty simple. See it click and it snaps open just like that. And this is so light and it just fits the hand so well. And if you want to close it, you just put a finger through here and then it pulls up the spring, and then you press down as you go up and close it down just like that, you know. It's hard to get the right camera angle. You'll notice that it does have a nail nick right here, but you don't really need it to open it, to be honest with you. You just put a finger in here and to close it, and just like that. Very simple. Definitely not a flipper, but I don't have many flipper knives, just a couple. So all right guys, I wanted to show off this beautiful knife Stewart gave me. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. God bless you guys. Take care. Keep your knives sharp, just like this one is. And keep your wits even sharper. Thanks, guys. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering why my background is different, that last hurricane we had, Hurricane Hannah, blew down a mesquite tree that my father-in-law had on his property. The mesquite tree was probably about 100 years old. I'm thinking, as you know, each one of these rings, I think, is a year. And so what I asked him, since he was having a guy cut the tree down, it was a very large tree, with a chainsaw, if he could have the guy slice me a piece, right? So he went ahead and he sliced me a piece, and he was able to get me this nice slice of mesquite. And let me show you how thick this is. It's about 3 inches to 4 inches thick in some of the wider areas. What I did was I've been sanding it for a while. It's really hard to get those chainsaw marks out of there. If you guys know mesquite wood, mesquite is a very hard wood. These chainsaw marks were much deeper, but I've been using an electric sander to go over it. And he got 2 slices, one for my father-in-law, one for me, and they both had some depressions or holes right here in the middle of the trunk. And what I did is I filled that with wood filler, and it's very smooth right now. And I don't think I'm going to go any deeper. So I'm probably going to be using this as my display when I make my videos. I'm still not done. I'm going to varnish it. I stripped most of the bark off, but as you can see, it's got maybe the thinnest layer of the bark. The bark really extended another inch out because that bark was really thick. And some areas of this thing are just really thick. This slab weighs about 25 pounds, guys. FYI. But I thought it was really cool, and I asked him, hey, you mind having the dude cut a slice for me? That way I can do my videos on it. And he was like, absolutely, and he cut one for himself too. He's going to make one, and he's going to make a cutting board. I'm going to make a cutting board too, but I'm going to use it for my knife videos, and wow, his is probably going to look a lot better than mine, guys. So after I've been sanding it for a while, I put like a light cherry wood stain on it. And now I'm going to put a thick or several thick coats of varnish on it. And let's see how it comes out. All right, guys. This time I'm signing off for real. Y'all take care.